Welcome to Springboro 45066, Part 1, the TV news magazine show of Springboro, Ohio. On Part 1 of our April-May episode, we meet two members of Springboro Wind Symphony and hear all about the Pops concert on the 4th. At the schools, there's a high school musical on tap, and we're excited to get a preview of Mamma Mia. The pros at Heatherwoode all geared up for the summer golf, and we look forward to putting around the greens. Carrie and I talked to Mike Strader about his upcoming Business Expo, and on Meet Your Neighbor segment, we talked to business owner Amy Hoptry. And it's all happening right now on Springboro 45066, Part 1. All right, good afternoon. We're wearing sunglasses because it's a bright, sunny day here in April. Glad you're with us, 45066, Part 1. Well, we sort of got all cycle with our shows. We're trying to get back on. We had some illnesses, some scheduling problems, etc., etc. But this will be the April-May show.
Yes.
And then June and July we'll cover our concerts in the park and so on and so forth. Anyway, we're glad you're with us. Good show coming up.
I know, super great show. We get to go to the Performing Arts Center and talk to Stephanie Catanzaro and Josh Baker from the fantastic Springboro Wind Symphony. Now, have you been able to check them out?
Not yet. I get a lot of emails and stuff from them.
You're missing out.
Oh, I might.
Okay, so June 4th, your favorite place, North Park Amphitheater, they're gonna do a Pops concert. Movie music, all kinds of recognizable stuff. So you gotta go. Free to the public. It's gonna be awesome. They're so talented. Let's go chat with Stephanie and Josh. All right, we are at the beautiful Performing Arts Center today, and I am joined by Josh Baker and Stephanie Catanzaro. They are from the Springboro Wind Symphony. Now, you may be asking, Springboro has a wind symphony? And we do. Now, Josh and Stephanie are going to tell you a little bit about it just in case you are missing out. Josh, Stephanie, welcome to Springboro 45066.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Josh, tell us a little bit about Springboro Wind Symphony, if you would, please.
Sure. We started in the winter of 2020. We actually had our first meeting, I think, in this building in the fall of 2019 with our board. Had our first rehearsal in January of 2020, and so we've been in existence ever since.
Rough timing with
rough
that.
timing, yes. We were actually just talking before our interview today about we had a concert in March of 2020. We had to put that on pause, but since we've given several concerts in the community at Springboro High School as our typical performance venue. We have a couple that we give outdoors as well at North Park. So we'll talk about that in a little bit later.
Sure.
But we have right about 85 musicians. They are all professional musicians. Most of them have a degree in music. Some of them have multiple degrees in music. Some of them have their doctorate on their instrument. So we have a very talented group of musicians that perform in our group with decades and decades of performance. Many of them have performed in the Dayton Philharmonic. They perform or teach at our local universities, or they're local band directors and musicians from the Dayton and Cincinnati community.
It is a very accomplished group of musicians, and I mean the quality of music that you're putting out is really phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we try really hard to provide the community with great music. Something we say a lot is a great community deserves great music. So we really try to make sure that every concert that we perform has great literature that our musicians love to prepare and work on, but we want our audience to also be entertained, and we want our audience to experience high quality performance every time they see our group.
Sure. Now you were saying you've got just under 100.
Yeah, we have about 85.
Okay.
When we started, we had just about 60, right?
50,
60 musicians. So
wow.
we just continue to grow, and we're about at our max, I think.
You're all volunteers, correct?
All volunteer
Okay.
organization, which is, that makes it just another level of uniqueness about our group, is that we're all volunteers. We just really enjoy being together, created a really fun community in itself of just great people, great musicians that get to perform great music with each other.
And speaking of great music, for being a new group, you're already receiving the accolades. Let's talk a little bit about OMEA this year, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so we had the privilege of being selected to perform at OMEA, which stands for the Ohio Music Educators Association conference, which this year was held in Columbus. So we performed February 4th, I believe was the date. And that's a selection process. That's not just anybody can play.
Sure.
So we applied last May, and we were notified that we were selected to perform in, I think it was around July, August time frame. So we were really preparing from, as soon as we got that notification that we were accepted, we've been lots of work, lots of extra rehearsals and preparation. And yeah, we performed in February at the state level. So that's a huge deal, especially with our group being relatively new, already earning those accolades and representing really the state of Ohio as one of the premier performance ensembles in the state. And Springboro, absolutely.
Absolutely, and you represented us well. I was fortunate enough to attend the preview show at Springboro High School, and it was magical, truly magical. So thank you for representing us so well in Columbus.
Absolutely.
It was really, really quite magical. So Stephanie, if you would tell us, about the upcoming concert that is in June.
Absolutely. So this is our last concert of the season.
Okay.
And it is our Pops concert.
Ooh.
So it is a fantastic concert for the entire family. So everyone, please come out. And it is Sunday, June 4th at 7 p.m. and it's at North Park Amphitheater.
Okay.
And it's a great concert of all kinds of different music. We have movie music, John Williams, and so much more.
Yeah, so lots of movie music, things that you'll recognize, and it's great for all ages, kids, adults, things that you'll recognize, movies from the 80s, 90s, even from the last 2000s, early 2000s that you'll see as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So family-friendly, free event.
It is free. Bring your lawn chair.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
So just another great thing to do in Springboro.
Absolutely.
Well, if I may, I would say that we are lucky to have you and your organization here because, it has been a treat to, witness and, just be around this organization and just the music that you're creating and putting out there for us. So thank you so much. And, I'm excited for the next one.
It's going to be great.
Thank you. It should be fun.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. So June 4th, North Park. What is it? The Pops concert, with the movie music. Cannot wait. Springboro Wind Symphony at 7 p.m. We'll see you there. Thanks, Stephanie and Josh. We are so proud of what you and the rest of the Springboro Wind Symphony have already done, and we can't wait to see what you continue to do in this community.
Mamma mia.
Sticking with the arts, right, Mayor?
Yeah.
I love it. So that was a perfect segue into our next segment. I had the opportunity to visit Springboro High School and check out the high school musical, the Spring Musical, which was...
Mamma mia.
That's correct, Mamma Mia. Shall we go check it out?
Let's go.
We are on stage in the Vince Ross Auditorium at Springboro High School for opening night of Mamma Mia the musical. Now, I am standing with some of the most talented folks in the auditorium right now, and of course, two of our cast members and our directors of the show. Thank you, first of all, for taking time on opening night to talk to us.
Of course. Absolutely. So happy to be here.
Well, we're all so excited for this show. So let's start with Graham and Jason and talk to our directors about the show. Tell us a little bit about Mamma Mia and what went into, the selection of this show, because I know there's a lot that goes into the selection of the high school musical.
Yeah, and so when we took over, this is both of our first musical here at Springboro High School, and we're so excited. We wanted to do something that was new, that we hadn't really done here before, but we also wanted to do something that was fresh and exciting. And one of the musicals that I pitched to Jason back in October was Mamma Mia, because I was just enamored by ABBA's music, and I thought that it was a really fun thing that our students would really enjoy and that the community would really enjoy too.
Yeah, it has been such an awesome experience, and like Graham said, he pitched me the idea of Mamma Mia, and we talked about it, went back and forth, and when we selected it and as we started to see everything come together, it has been such an amazing experience seeing all of our talented cast learn the songs, and with us singing along as well with the songs. But the show, the music, the dancing, the lights, the set, everything for this show just has made this experience really, really awesome.
Most definitely. Now, how large of a cast do you have for this show?
Well, we have a zoo. We have probably, including cast and crew and everybody, we have close to 120 people involved in some way or capacity.
Yes.
So it's a very big musical, and that's been a tradition here that was established by Beth Jameson for a long time, and it was really important to both of us that we honored that and continued with that as we were going into the show.
And you've got a gorgeous set. I think we probably need to give our due to who helped with the set.
Yeah, my mother helped with the set. She's done the musical sets and a lot of the other things that Beth has put on in the past for about 15 or so years.
Of course.
And one of the first things she told me when I got this job was like, "You're stuck with me doing this for a long time." And I'm like, "Great, that's awesome, Mom." So she has done a marvelous job, and I'm really proud of her and all the work that she's put in, because she's makes it come to life. And without her, it wouldn't be the way it is.
Most definitely. It takes a village to do these musicals. Now let's move on to the younger part of our village, our student actors. We've got Kaysen and Alyssa. And now, guys, tell me a little bit, let's talk about, even auditioning for this show. How many weeks ago, Kaysen, did you audition?
End of January, I think. I want to say the second or last week of January is when it was.
Okay, so this has been, many, many weeks.
Yeah.
It's a long experience. It was nerve-wracking, but because there were so many people to audition, like many good, amazing actors as well that had some experience, so just being in there with everyone just by yourself is, come on, you can do it, you can do it.
Kind of have to focus yourself before you go in the room, go in, do your thing, and then get out and stress about it later.
And just,
Of course.
What to do right, what to do wrong. But
Well, obviously you both did a lot right on audition day or audition evening, because you're both standing here for opening night. Now, it's the music of ABBA, right? Now, I'm probably showing my age here, but they're a little before your time. Did you have to learn the music, or were you already familiar?
it was a mix of both, I think, because
Okay.
a lot of us were definitely familiar with the music from the movie. Mamma Mia.
Sure, sure.
But there were a lot of the different parts we still had to learn, but we were familiar with it, so that helped a lot with it, I
Okay.
think. But
Yeah, my music is like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s,
Okay.
so I knew most of it by this point.
Wonderful. So then you already had a comfort level with it. That probably made it even more exciting once the musical was announced then.
it was great.
Awesome. So what are you most looking forward to tonight?
Get it in front of people,
Yeah.
get live reactions,
Yep.
listen to the laughs, listen
Sure.
to the gasps of all that.
Absolutely.
Especially just seeing everyone I've been telling this show, telling so many people about the show, and then finally getting to see it, seeing everything just come together finally, after talking about it, you're like, oh, there's this thing, and they get to see it finally.
Sure.
And hear the response. So
Of course, of course. Alyssa, what's been the most challenging aspect of this musical for you?
I think just kind of having to get into my character, I think, because with Rosie, it's I am kind of like her, but at the same time, it's just having to get in that aspect and working with Kaysen and all these other actors during the show, and still working with the ensemble as well, and then getting the music down. But it's been so much fun, definitely. And one of my favorite roles, I think, ever. So, but yeah.
And you've played a lot of roles.
Yes.
I mean, I know you come here with quite a bit of theater experience.
11 years of theater, so it's a lot, but it's definitely one of my favorites, I think, that I've done. So
Sure.
It's a lot of fun with all these people that I know already, and getting to finally do a show with them after so many years, so it's great.
No, that's exciting. Kaysen, same question to you. What's been the most challenging aspect for you?
Probably finding the character relationships.
Okay.
I play one of the dads, so kind of trying to figure out the relationship that I have with Sophie and figuring out how my character feels about her character and how my character feels about Alyssa's character and all the other dads and all the other characters in the show.
Sure. That makes perfect sense. So, one last question for the two of you. What has been the best part for you? And just choose one. I'm sure there are a ton. I'm sure there are a ton. And probably one from each day that you've been on set.
Probably getting to work so closely with a lot of people that I'm really close with. I think it's made the experience a lot better being able to share with friends.
You make it, you form a show family. I get that.
I think with me is that since I've had all three of my siblings have done musicals here, and it's finally getting able to be a lead in this amazing show.
Sure.
And especially all these people I know, Kaysen, we did shows together at Town Hall,
Yep.
and just getting to do this again with all these people has been amazing.
No, that's wonderful.
It's so much fun.
Wonderful. So I'm going to ask the two of you. Let's ask our directors. You know, what have been some of the high points of this production for you?
I definitely think during practices, letting them just go in at certain scenes and letting them have a little bit of control of what they wanted to do. Sure. I know one thing that we really take to heart is allowing them to be creative with their own roles. And there's some times where they'll come up and say, hey, I was thinking, what if I approach this scene like this? And sometimes that sounds awesome. Other times it may be, well, let's tone it back just a little bit. But I love the spirit. I love the idea. Sure. But yeah, it has just been absolutely amazing seeing how much talent we have. Like they said at auditions, we had over 100 people come out in all these different facets. We had amazing dancers, we had awesome singers, we had awesome actors. And trying to place everybody into their specific roles that we thought they'd best succeed at was a very hard thing to do, but I definitely think we made the right choices in what we did with what we know the final product is. It's just been awesome to see them bring their talents and then expand on those talents.
Sure. And Graham?
Yeah, I think one of the most beautiful things about this experience, and it's the same with teaching, is those aha moments. We've had a lot of struggles with not only our leads, finding characters, but our ensemble, getting the music down. There's only one song in this whole musical that does not feature background vocals. Okay. And so they've had to learn a ton of music. We've had a lot of dancing. Like there have been so many components to this, and seeing them realize, you know, the things that we've told them, like, hey guys, like it's gonna work, we promise, like, and them get it and be excited about it, and really, those are moments that I really cherish, both as a teacher and as a director now, and I'm really excited to see more of those moments over the weekend.
Thank you for what you're doing, and both of you break legs tonight and all weekend.
Yes.
Thank you.
So excited.
Well,
we're waiting for this moment forever.
We're excited for you. I mean, you know, Mamma Mia is going to be a blast. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's been great.
All right, well, thank you all for your time on opening night. And, you know, we look forward to all the great things that you bring to our community in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you. Thanks, Jason. It was such a neat opportunity to get to talk to him and some of the cast. You know, just to do theater in high school. So fun. We have such a great growing arts community in this city, Mayor.
And thanks for inviting the Clear Creek seniors to that. Free admission. That was awful nice of you to do that. They appreciate it. Well, I guess we're going to ride down the road to Heatherwoode and see Tom and the crew.
We've got the most gorgeous weather for it, Mayor.
And that golf course looks so perfect.
I know my dad has been enjoying it a few times this week already.
Good for Charlie. Good for Charlie. Let's go talk to the crew.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, you can see it is a beautiful day out here at Heatherwoode Golf Club. And you know what we have coming up May 31st? Party on the Deck. This year we have food trucks, we have different bands. Encourage you to come out here. We've got a great new seating area. We also add an addition with our teaching staff, Tom Bach. Tom Bach is a PGA professional. He's going to be specializing in our short game, which is going to be putting and chipping, pitching. If you want a short game lesson, come out and see Tom. Again, we've got a lot going on. Party on the Decks every Wednesday night from 6 to 9 o'clock. No reservations required. Come on out. Stacy, what have you got?
Oh, we got a lot of great new things going on here. Like Tom mentioned, we have Party on the Deck with a great new lineup of bands and food trucks. They'll be every Wednesday from 6 to 9. Also booking weddings, graduation parties, baby showers, any special function like that. Still have open space on the calendar, but days are filling up quick. So if you're interested, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, our website, which is golfheatherwood.com, or give me a call at 937-748-3222, extension 106.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and we look forward to seeing you out here on the links this summer.
All right, Tom, we really appreciate all you do for the community with Heatherwoode. We love it there, and so do the residents, as well as other people coming in and making the golf course great. Well, we just talked collectively to Mike.
I know.
That's interesting.
Mike Stater is fantastic. Yeah. You know, if anybody doesn't know Mike Stater from the Small Business Development Center, you're missing out.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He really is, and he has something, I mean, what he does really benefits our entire community, whether you own a small business or not. It does impact you.
He's passionate about it. That's good.
Very much so. And he's got a great event coming up.
Well, let's go look at that event.
Okay.
If you've been to business anywhere in Warren County, you probably saw Mike along the way. Anyway, Mike, glad to have you on our show.
Thanks for having me, Mayor.
Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, about what you do exactly, and share it.
Well, the Warren County Small Business Development Center has been around we just had our 10-year anniversary, so now we're on 11 years of existence. Headquartered at the Warren County Career Center, which is over in Lebanon, and we provide complimentary and confidential business consulting services and resources and connectivity for entrepreneurs in Warren County. And if you have an idea, if you've already started, if you're looking to grow, if you're looking to sell, all of those things fall under our umbrella, and so we can help with all of those things.
So have you been doing it yourself the whole time?
Actually, the Warren County Small Business Development Center started in 2012 with Joe Schisler, and Joe is now on our team as a consultant, and Joe and I flipped jobs in 2015, and so I became the executive director, and Joe's now a consultant, so it's myself, Joe, and one other person, so we have 2.5 people on staff.
Okay, wonderful.
So if somebody wants to get a hold of you about that, what phone number or what's your email? So give us some information so they can plug into it.
We have a website, warrencountysbdc.org. All of our contact information, the directions to the Career Center, our events are all on that website. Our phone number is 513-934-4793. The website address is warrencountysbdc.org, and all of our contact information is on there. Please get in touch with us.
Now, Mike, you've got a big event coming up, don't you?
I do.
Would you like to share that with us?
Well, I would be happy to share that with you in the city of Springboro and Clear Creek Township and all of Warren County. This is our 7th annual Small Business Expo and Trade Show. This will take place at St. Clair College in Mason. We haven't done this since 2019, so we're kind of knocking off the cobwebs and
welcome back.
Getting the band back together. Thank you. And so I'm excited to put this event together again. This will be the 7th time that we've done this. This is going to be an event that is $15 general admission, $20 at the door. And what do you get for that? Well, you get access to many subject matter experts in the area of marketing. This is a marketing-themed event for small businesses. Everybody loves to talk about marketing, how they can use it, how they can make it work for their business. And so this is a marketing-centric event. We have 6 subject matter experts coming in. We're going to do 3 classes at 9 a.m. We're going to do 3 classes from 10:45 to noon, talking about different aspects of marketing, such as marketing software. It's kind of the intersection of technology and marketing, so that's kind of cool. Website development, we get questions all the time. Mike, how do I start a website?
Sure.
How much is it going to cost?
Of course.
Who do I talk to?
Absolutely.
Well, this is the class for you to answer all those questions. And just come for the networking. So it's an event that is long overdue. 2019 was the last time we've done it. It's time we do this again.
It sounds fantastic. Thank you for that.
Thanks again, Mike, for being on the show. Man. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Mike Stater.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike. I mean, what a great event he's getting ready to host.
Thanks, Mike. We really, really are excited about that.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
I hear something there.
Oh, yeah. Part 1. Meet your neighbor.
I know, and we've got Amy Hoptry, the owner of Barefoot Girl at Home, right here on Main Street in historic Springboro.
Let's go talk to Amy. We are still at Rotary Park in Springboro. Meet your neighbor segment, part 1. Amy Hoptry, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I got the name right. That's good. Well, glad you could make it on our show.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Tell the audience something about yourself.
Well, what do you want to know?
Where do you live? You got a family? Whatever?
Gotcha. Okay. So we live in Settlers Walk.
Okay.
We moved in there 24 years ago, and we're still there.
Oh, you moved in on the grassroots then, didn't you?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love Settlers Walk. That's good.
It's a nice neighborhood.
Okay. Do you have a family?
I do.
Okay.
My husband and I are living there now as empty nesters.
Okay.
When we moved there 24 years ago, we had 3 kids in school.
Okay.
The oldest was 16. He was a sophomore in high school and was not very happy about getting moved.
I bet. I bet.
The 2 younger were in middle school at the time.
Okay.
So it was a little easier transition on them.
Yeah, okay.
So they're all grown and married and out of the house. And
you have grandkids?
We have 2.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love grandbabies.
They're adorable.
Great. Yeah. Well, anyway, why don't you tell us about what you do?
So I own Barefoot Girl at Home, which is right across the street from this little park. And I started that business a little over 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago now, is when I moved in there. And I sell soaps and lotions and other skincare products and candles that I make. And I also sell home decor. So things like rugs and pillows, and I've got a lot of kitchen things too that I bring out during the holiday seasons for things like baking dishes and mixing bowls and things like that.
Something where somebody want to go in and do a little shopping, right?
Yes, it's a great place to shop, and it's a great place to find gifts for people too.
That's good. That's good.
And I also have a baby corner, so I've got to have baby things for the grandmas.
Well, for the audience, and Joel put it on the bottom of the screen, what's your address and phone number there?
So Barefoot Girl at Home is at 325 South Main Street. It's right across from Rotary Park, which is where we are today. And the hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5. Saturday 10 to 4. We're closed Sunday, Monday, as most of the stores downtown are.
And you have a phone number?
Yep, phone number is 937-545-6713. And you can find us on social media, of course.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, why don't you tell us about, Carrie and I always ask our Meet Your Neighbor segment, tell us about Springboro, what you like about it, or if there's something you don't like about it. We like to be proactive and do things, so this gives us a chance to do that besides the survey we do every 3 years. So you've been in Springboro for 20 plus years, so you must like it.
Yeah, clearly we do.
Well, that's good.
Or we would have moved out. I love that Springboro is a community, that there are people that move here like us and don't leave because there is this community-oriented vibe here.
I like that.
I like that there are more things to do downtown than there have been. And there are festivals and events, and there's North Park where you can go in the summer to listen to music. And I think Maureen, who works with our city
great job.
offices, she's doing an amazing job. She's a great cheerleader. She's a great organizer. She's got amazing ideas. I just love her.
She's great.
And I'd love to work with her to get a farmer's market down here.
Yep. Well, keep working with her.
In my spare time.
In your spare time, right. Okay, well, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we go? It's about the community or about yourself or about anything you want to talk about and say before you say goodbye?
Well, I think if you're new to the community, the best way to get plugged in is to get on the Facebook pages. There's lots of Springboro community Facebook pages out there. We have that newsletter that comes out to the house. Read it. Don't just throw it in the trash. There's all kinds of good things in there. We have our Springboro Neighbors magazine that also comes to your home, and that's a great place to find businesses. There's a lot of ways that you can figure out what's going on here in Springboro.
That's a great thing. Communication is such a big tool today to get out there. And, you know, the concerts in the park, save that newsletter with the concerts in the park, because everybody likes to go out to the concerts in the park. Do you attend them?
I haven't yet.
Oh, well, this may be the year.
This could be the year.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you at a concert.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for being on the show, Amy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Wave bye to the audience.
Bye, audience.
Take care. Okay, as we close our part one show, part two is around the block. In any case, we have a few announcements to make. Number one, don't forget again, Memorial Day, the last Monday in May at 2 p.m. The parade starts, then the program, then the refreshments. And I would be remiss if I didn't say something about our police chief, who's retiring April the 21st. Jeff Kreidel came from Michigan. I think he took our law enforcement to another level. He has groomed the police force as second to none. And Jeff, we wish you and Jamie the best in your retirement. Enjoy it, stay in good health, love those grandkids. And I know you're going to be here and in Florida as well, so we'll see you around the borough. But thanks for all you did for the 21 years you were with us.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff, Jamie, the rest of your family. You have been wonderful, wonderful to all of us, and you will be missed.
Until next time, Carrie and I want to say goodbye. We'll see you around the borough.